uh, Richard Cooper, my pastor, sometimes we do giveaways and we had the kids there and everything. And, the kids come around us and we just have a good old time with the children.
You know,
Hmm.
Mama Hattie Mae, I made a mistake, and I want
Ooh,
you to forgive me. I thought I had hit that live button, and I
mhm.
didn't.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you one more time. It's
One
my
more time.
fault, and
Okay.
I just made a mistake. So I'm gonna ask
Hmm.
you one more time. I need you to tell me. You said I need you to tell me where you're from
Hmm.
because I messed up. So I
Oh,
need you to
okay.
tell us where you're from one more time.
Okay, it's all right, baby. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Mistakes can happen to anyone. You know what I mean?
You so much. And I
Hmm.
want you to say your name, tell them where you're from. Just tell them
Hmm.
a little bit about yourself. You know,
Okay.
so everybody will know who you are. Because let me tell you, when I saw you Mother's Day, and
Yeah.
I saw you giving out the love to the mother.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
girl, when you sang that song, Mama had it,
Mm.
you just touched my soul.
Oh, baby, it was different kind of Mother's Day. I'm so glad I was able to touch you, and along with other mothers
Oh yeah,
too.
that's why I knew I had to bring. Listen, I had to let the world meet your mama, Hattie
Oh,
Mae.
God
So
bless you,
if
baby.
you could just again, like tell us
Hmm.
a little bit about yourself. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. I just wanted to do that day for the mothers out there because it was a different kind of Mother's Day, unlike any other Mother's Day. Normally we at the restaurants holding up parking places and residential areas and all that stuff. Yeah, but it's for a good cause, and mothers couldn't get out like they used to. Back last year in 2019. So I just wanted to marinate the mothers with something special because I'm too am a mother, I'm a grandmother. Like I was telling you earlier when we had talked, I was born in Holly Springs, Mississippi. I came to Chicago as a little girl. I resided on the south side. My mother and father, we were farming and everything. I didn't get a chance to finish I did graduate from grammar school, but I didn't go on to high school. Later on, I got my JED. I got my JED later on.
Yo,
Uh,
Jed,
well, yeah, my JED. Later on, when you go back and you get the equivalency of
I
high
don't know
school.
what a Jed. I don't know what a Jed is. I've never known of anybody to get a Jed. Is that some kind of special degree that you get in college?
Oh yeah, yeah. They spell it GED. They try to do the GED thing, but I don't do no abbreviation on everything. I mean, say what the word is. Sometimes you got to skip all that fancy stuff. I mean, I see if the word was long, you know, like certain words are so long, and then you do the abbreviation. So I don't believe in abbreviations for everything. That's all I'm trying to say. So it was my JED. I got that, and I don't condone kids not finishing their education, go on to high school, be whatever God wants you to be. That's what it's all about out there. Ain't nobody. God didn't say stand on corners. God didn't say hustle with selling that them rocks and all that stuff. God didn't say none of that. So all that we doing, we just sitting there wasting our potential, that our God-given potential. A lot of them guys out there doing that, a lot of them could be successful businessmen if they just stop and think. So that's what I say to the young children. Every chance I get to talk to young children, I do that too, because I love the children. They always, Richard Cooper, my pastor, white suit and no green suit and white limousine. I don't know who paid for the limousine, but I just know he been driving the limousine for some time.
Wait, wait,
But
wait, wait, wait,
mhm,
wait, 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 wait,
yeah,
wait. You say
yeah,
your pastor. I ain't trying to get in his business, but if I can get this information, I'm gonna listen to. You say
yes, baby.
your pastor drive a limousine.
Well, yeah, yeah. White lemon. He always wear green. That's his favorite color, the color of money, right? And he
He
always ride
he
around.
said green.
Yes, yeah. He never wear a suit other than the green suit. That's
Like
all he got in his
the
closet.
John one used to wear.
That
You know Don Juan, you remember Don Juan used to wear the green suit?
Ooh, yeah, I remember Don Bishop Magic One. Yeah, he
Yeah.
used to come. I used to frequent this club called the East of the Rhine. I used to see him down there. He coming there with that C note brother of his, and them women from the West Side walking and shaking and all that stuff. They had one of them big old pimp parties down there too. Pimp festivals or whatever you call it, girl. But
So
anyway,
Mama had made your preacher wear a green suit like that too?
my preacher wear green suit just like that, but it symbolizes what God has for you, the abundancy of wealth that God has for each and every one of us. That's why he wear his green suit. I don't know why Don Juan wear his, but that's why Richard Cooper wear his. Okay. And that white limousine, it ain't no new model limousine. It's an older model limousine. So it ain't like he just purchased a 2019 limousine. He had that limousine for a long time. Yeah, he ain't taking no money from the people. That ain't what he do. We give him the money. He don't take nothing.
About your pastor, and I know this ain't my business.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we shouldn't be talking about it. But if you
be talking about
it, Mama Hattie Mae. No, but
whatever you want to talk about, girl. I don't know how long you're gonna have me on this thing. I am hungry, so how long you gonna have me on this thing, baby?
Well, how long you want to go?
I'm diabetical, and I just want to make sure that. Could you fix me, baby girl? Fix me a syringe so it can be ready just in case. Oh, fix me a syringe. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
I don't want you to get sick. I don't want you to get sick, but I want to ask you something while we're on here. Now you talked about the preacher. He got a limousine, it's old, and he wear a green suit like the one. So that puts stuff in my head, be running through my mind. But
Reverend Richard Cooper.
Reverend who? Richard Cooper?
Reverend Richard Cooper, girl.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you something. I know this ain't my business, but you ever heard of that man, Willie Wilson?
Willie Wilson. Oh yeah, that's that $100 giveaway man.
That's $100 giveaway. Well, yeah, they're trying to. They're talking about these 100 churches that want to open up here in Chicago. Ooh. Mama Hattie Mae, I just want your opinion on it. That's all. What you think?
That ain't. You know what? God bless them for what they trying to do, but the building ain't the church. The people, the church. The people, the church. We could worship just like we've been doing for the last 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, however long it's been. What's the rush? What's the hurry to get in there? You display your Cash App after you do your sermon. You display your Zelle and all the ways that people could send money. So what you missing? You got your people, you got your order. I know when Richard Cooper is on every Sunday, I know he has at least about, storefront church, he had at least about 64, 65 people. So and of course, and the money rolls in. So what are they missing out on? And I believe that safety is more important than filling the church up or having people in the pews of the church. There's a lot of leaders that I can't understand. And for Willie to step out there like he did to support that, I found it. It hurt my heart. You know why it hurt my heart? Because he had been giving them $100 bills away, and I really thought that man was a really kind, which he still is, a good man, a good, kind-hearted man. But a little bit was lost when I first saw that, But I could recover. A lot of people could be forgiven. Who am I not to forgive somebody? I know he's gonna do something great later. Anyway,
well, let me tell you
greater later.
Let me tell you what I heard Mama Hattie Mae.
What you hear, girl?
As they used to say on In Living Color, I ain't one to gossip. And I heard he was gonna run for senator.
What you talking about, Willis?
I'm trying to tell you that's what I heard Mama Hattie Mae.
You heard he gonna run for senator?
I heard he was gonna run for senator now.
Some people just I don't know. Like I said, he's a well-respected man in the community. He does a lot of stuff. He give away masks, he give away money, and I'm sure he does other things that we don't even know that he's doing out there for the community. But to run for senator, every man has an opportunity in life, or put himself in a position for an opportunity in life. Well, at least he's not saying he's running for president.
Well, he might
Senator.
do a better job than Donald Trump. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
since you brought up the word president, you brought
Oh,
it up. I didn't.
oh boy, here we go now.
Well, heck, you just led me right on into that next conversation.
Here we go.
So, Donald Trump said he's taking that, what did they call it? Hydrochloroquine?
Oh yeah, he's at the hydrochloroquine, whatever he said he taking it. And the way the look on his face when he said that, oh my God. I was up late one night looking at CNN, baby, and oh, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Okay, what is that supposed to prove? That's what that's supposed to prove. You taking it, but you got a doctor waiting just in case you faint or fall out. Everybody ain't got a doctor waiting to take care of them or resuscitations and all that stuff for people. He does because he's the president of the United States, and he could be just saying that because I've known Donald. I've known Donald to tell a few lies, but I ain't one to gossip.
And they didn't hear that from you, right?
They didn't hear from me. They didn't hear from me because Donald don't always tell the truth. Don't you tell? Sometimes you can look at his skin real close when he's saying stuff. You know, Pinocchio, his nose grows when he tell lies. But look at Donald's skin real close. And you're going to see a shade, they're going to get a shade oranger when they tell a lie. That's why sometimes he come in those meetings already orange. Why? Because before he got in that meeting or do those the daily coronavirus meetings or whatever he done lied to somebody. He's already orange. You know? That man changed colors more than a mood ring. You remember mood rings?
I thought that was from his tan.
You thought that was from what, girl?
I thought that was from his tan.
Oh no, ain't no sun out there. I mean, that ain't from no tan. He ain't getting that much sun out there in Washington D.C. Ain't no sun like that out there, unless he was going in some kind of the suntan booth or whatever. But it ain't that. It's cause he be lying and it turn orange. Everybody that get a tan don't turn orange. He got a different kind of orange on him, different kind of Agent Orange, some kind of almost resemble the color of an orange when you look at him.
Another thing I have to ask you, Mama Hattie Mae Bakerman.
What's that, honey?
How is it being quarantined? Sheltered.
Well, being an old lady, I really don't get out much. I work my garden. I say hello to my cute little neighbor. That man is a pretty man. Next door to me, Mr. Carver. But anyway, I get out and I work my flowers, and sometimes the people come around and deliver flowers to us, and they know we're gonna do something good with it. So I don't have a car. A lot of times I catch CTA when I do have to go down to 63rd and, Cottage Grove when I got to go down there. I got, CTA and everything. But right now they got us loading on the back of it, I guess, to protect the people and protect the drivers and everything, and my heart goes out to all those who have lost loved ones during this epidemic. Is it epidemic? What else they call pandemic?
It's a pandemic, Mama had to say. Pandemic.
Pandemic.
Say pan, P-A-N.
Oh, okay. Pandemic. Okay, yeah. This pandemic thing that's going on, my heart goes out to all the people who have lost loved ones and everything. And believe this, it's going to be greater later. We're going to get through this together. We in this together. We're going to get through it together. And like I said, being quarantined is a little bit different. I get to look out the window and see the little thick children running around. They
Mama,
be out. You do hear them under your, but it's starting to loosen up a little bit. I'm just mad at these people who trying to open up and trying to rush things and get places and do things way before the authority that have rule over us. The authority, the mayor has rule over us. The governor has rule over us. And we can't, and this is for our own safety. This is for our own safety. And the way they acting, people just want to get out. They're going against, they trying to sue the people that have rule over us just to open up. And somebody gets sick. You see what happened with the Ford company the other day? One day after they open up, 2 people come down with the COVID. Come on now, you have to. Did you hear that story?
Yeah.
2 people come up with the COVID, and now they had to close it up and re-clean it and sanitize it and disinfect it and everything. And then they reopen again. See that mighty dollar, the love of the money, it'll make you stab your brother.
Well, Mama Hattie Mae, I want to ask you another question. I mean, I know you have a lot of okay? Now,
yes, baby.
I know you're an older woman, and you say you be looking at the man next door.
Maturity divine, baby. Sensitive and lovely. More precious than age wine. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Don't get me started. Don't get me started, girl.
What you think about sex during COVID-19 while you're sheltered in place?
You want to say that one more time?
I said, what you think about sex?
Oh, girl.
Have you a little warm, girl?
Don't give me to memorizing that. Oh, girl, you need to get out the room. Get out the room. Just get out the room for 1 second.
Hey, I ain't gonna tell nobody. Don't tell me. You can tell me.
Right now, here's something that I really need to share with people. First of all, no matter what you do it in safety. And then right now, people ain't really cheating as much as they used to before COVID, because if she ain't got COVID and you catch COVID and you ain't supposed to been out the house, how did you get COVID? But anyway, that's another story, girl. That's another story. But
what I read in an article.
What you say?
You ain't gonna believe this, Mama Hattie Mae. Now I read in an article that COVID could be in a man's sperm.
Oh no! Come on now.
I read it.
Read this at Katie? Where did you read this at, baby?
I'm telling you. So Mama Hattie Mae, if you ask me, I'm just telling you. I just met you, and I think you're a nice lady, but I think you got a little spunk in you, and I think you're a little hottie potty. So if you out there having sex at your age, you better make sure you cover that thing up.
The man, he only came over for some tea.
If you're looking at that man next door, you better make
no. I made him some. No, Kate. I made him a cup of elderberry tea. I admit it. Like R. Kelly. I admit it. Okay. That's his all. That's all. He never came upstairs. He stayed he stayed downstairs. He stayed downstairs. He drank his elderberry tea. We had conversations about plants and gardens, because I like his little yard that he has, the way he take care of it. His wife died about 8 or 9 years ago, so we have good conversations.
Okay, well, one of the listeners says Mama Hattie gonna get horny, and she said, "Be careful."
Whoa, she don't know what she's talking about. Whoever said that, they don't know what they're talking about. I don't get horny. Those were the days.
Well, you better quit looking at that man next door.
Am I turning colors like our president?
I'm telling you, your cheeks is blushing, Mama Hattie. I can see.
Girl, I was a hot mama back in the day, girl. I do want to say that. Woo! We used to leave work and go to the club over there on 35th and Giles. We had a club we used to go to. Later on, it became Ace Hardware. But before that, like Bamboozle, baby. Oh, yeah. We used to have a good time.
come up in that club with some hardware, then they do.
No, those were true gangsters, real gangsters. They dressed until night, no sagging. They didn't sag. They pants didn't sag. They wore belts. They wore ties and nice jackets, slacks with creases and cuffs all in cuff links. And they were real gangsters. They didn't bother nobody. They protected you. They didn't bother nobody unless they got bothered. Trust and believe. The way they doing things now, all this old crazy stuff going on, fighting over this, fighting over a block, fighting over a structure that ain't even yours. Anytime the city, anybody want to come in and knock it down, they gonna move you out. Trust and believe. But anyway, like I said, notice how I just kind of stirred away from that question you asked me. But right now I'm quarantined and everything is quarantined right now, if you know what I mean.
So somebody wants to know. Oh, you got the key. Somebody wants to know. How do you get a man when you quarantine? How can a single woman get a man when she's quarantined?
What kind of question is that? All this technology that y'all got nowadays. You can get on all them sites, but you got to be real careful. You don't ever know who you talking to. You never know who talking to on these internets and all this social media and everything. But just and they do have some Christian sites. If you want to find a good man, I'm sure they got those Christian sites, dating sites that you can go to. Not saying that every man, some people go on them Christian sites just to act like they some good people, but you just got to know how to feel people out. You just got to know how to sense the BS, if I may use that term, GED, Jed, but I'd rather say BS, okay? Instead of the real word. But anyway, yeah, or when you go, you probably can't talk to too many people, and all people, got on the mask. You can't really tell how people look. You take the mask off and you go, how you doing? Put the mask back on. But anyway, girl, it's just, it all depends. And just like people are equally yoked for one another, sometimes you could tell if you're equally yoked even through the computer.
You can.
But before you start meeting people, I suggest you get to know them.
Okay.
We're living in hard times right now. We got to get through this. And if you're lonely, you need to talk to somebody,
Okay, so that
above all, talk to God. Above all, talk to God. He'll lead you to where you need to go.
I know that's right. Now, a lot of people, okay, since we're sheltered in place, and most people, it's been about 45, maybe 45 to 50 days that we've been sheltered in place.
Long time.
You okay?
Oh yeah. I'm a. God, you said 45 days. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead, girl.
Okay, you thinking about it? I don't want you to fall out on me now. Try to
and the fan is on. I don't know why I'm still. Okay, go ahead.
So a lot of people have been sheltered in place at least, I'll say, 45 days. There are going to be a lot of babies made. It's going to come to. So what they go? I know you got some names from COVID babies. What they gonna be naming them kids? I know you got some names, Hattie.
Kovanika. Kovanika, come here, gal.
I'll drink to that.
Kovanika. or okay, like there's David, and then you could be Navid. Yo, Navid, what up, man? What up, Navid? Come on, shoot with us, Navid. Okay. And some of the celebrities just might go with 19. Kanye, South Side, South Shore, South Shore, West, Northwest, East, West. 19. What up, 19? What you doing today? Now imagine that. Imagine being called 19 all your life. My mama named me 19. 19 Johnson. There's 19 Johnson in here. Would you want to stand up if they called your name 19 Johnson? I don't know. So yeah, it'll be a whole lot of different, names. First they would call the Quran. Well, Coronica. Sometimes you can make excuses on why they named you. I went to Mexico and it was a festival going on, and they ran out of hard liquor, and we conceived the young lady during that time, and that's why we call her Coronica. You make excuses on why. And the kids will probably be telling other kids those stories too. Corona babies.
Corona babies, absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Move over R. Kelly. I don't see nothing wrong. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Since you brought up that name about R. Kelly,
oh.
I might throw this ad in the fact. Do you think, since they're letting Donald Trump's friends out of jail, they've let out Michael Cohen. They let out, what's his name, Manafort? They let them out. Well, what do you think about them letting out R. Kelly and Bill Cosby?
Here's the situation with that. 2 black men still in jail for some things that they have been accused of doing. I believe that they should allow them. I mean, I don't think they're a flight risk at all. I think that R. Kelly just want to be home and prepare himself for the upcoming trial. And I believe that Bill already had his, and I think he's appealing something as we speak, right? Is that right? Yeah, I think he's appealing something as we speak. No violent crimes. Those women or girls or whatever, I know they were young girls or whatever, allegedly. Parents have brought because I know, all I want to say is I knew what my kids was when they were 13, 14, 15, 16. I knew they grown now. I know where they at. I know where they at now. Okay. Even when they go to the store, I know they going to the store and in the car or whatever. I ain't don't need no tracking device or nothing like that. I just know where they at.
You don't need a tracking device.
Message. But I'm just saying, a lot of them they came to the concerts and everything, and they brought their daughters back there to meet them young men, But all I'm saying is, innocent until proven guilty. I know there's a lot of people that may disagree with me or whatever, but going back to the original question that you had asked me, I don't think he's a flight risk. Okay. I believe that they should allow him to pay bail and get out and prepare for the upcoming trial. Because if he's found guilty with all this stuff that's piling up against him, I saw the young man. I saw the young man over there in Bronzeville before the COVID situation happened, maybe 2 weeks before he was walking his dog and they walked up and arrested him. I had a little conversation. He was at some book signing over there on Drexel, over across the way over there by that park over there on 39th and Cottage Grove over there. And he did say to me, I said, I pray, young man, that everything works out for you. And he said, thank you, ma'am. What is your name? I told him who I was and what my name was and everything. I just happened to be walking by. It was a typical, everybody was running over there. That's R. Kelly. But they led me up to talk to the young man. And he said he was suing everybody except God. But I said, young man, I understand, everybody except God. You suing there. Okay. You ran out of money for your bail. You sure you're going to have enough money to sue everybody except God? But anyway, I told him to turn to God and he will see him through. And he said, you know what, old lady, you are correct, Amando. And then he asked me, he said, if you ever feel like you want to come by and sit with me and drink, I said, no, boy, I want to talk to you out here, okay? Although he won't get in trouble for messing with Miss Bakerman, I tell you, 12 play. I don't see nothing wrong. I'm old enough. I'm old enough. Okay.
Age, but do you see anything wrong?
I have him singing. What was that question again?
I said, but at your age, do you see anything wrong with a little bit of bump and grind?
I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. That boy sure is cute too. Being up close and personal with, I see why they like that boy. Woo! He had a cigar in his mouth. That cigar was just as wet. Ooh, I just wanted to take that cigar and be, can I have this cigar, Robert? But it was something that I was thinking in my mind. That's awesome. You're never too old to think in your mind. Trust and believe.
I ain't ashamed to ask you no questions, but while you was looking at him, did he make you kind of moist or something?
Well, there you go. It was a hot summer night. Trust and believe.
Well, we're gonna lay it on a hot summer night, Mama Hattie Mae.
Yeah, that's what I say. Okay, I don't need to go that far. All I said he was cute. He was really attractive, being all up on him, close and personal. And I did say I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind and 12 play all day, all night, whatever. Meet me in the club. It's going down. All that stuff. After the party, it's the hotel lobby.
Girl, I ain't trying to put your
what's in a cup.
You want to tell it, I'm here to listen.
Yeah, baby. That boy, the way he did in 12. Oh, goodness gracious. When he first came out, that honey love. Give me that honey love. Right now. Ooh. And them Isley brothers, that he brought that Isley brother boy in there. Ooh, this is Mr. Big. How you doing, Mr. Big? What the hell is going on? And it seemed like you found another man. Don't I know you from a long time ago? No, I feel I know you, brother, pretty well. No, I don't think so. Ooh, that was just beautiful. All in the closet and out of the closet. Ooh, that boy. Ooh. If I had the soundtrack of life, it'd be a whole lot of songs from him in my soundtrack of life. That's all I gotta say. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. You still there, Katie?
Oh, I tell you, girl, you are.
And Prince too. Ooh, that Prince! I was so hurt when I heard about him. Ooh, until the end of time, I truly adore you. Ooh, shivers up and down my spine. I really got into him when he had that album with Apollonia and them, and he did that movie. I just want you at the time, kiss, baby. The Angelo and all of them. Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me, Katie. Don't you bring back all these memories, girl.
Oh, with it, girl.
Ooh, baby. Ooh, Al Green. Can we stay together? Oh, God. All those sexy men that sing those wonderful ballads. I don't know what the heck they sing about nowadays, girl. I don't know what the heck, freaky. They get too... they make it obvious. They make it so obvious. Leave something to the imagination.
Sound like you was finna use that word freaky and you cut it off. I know you finna say that word.
Okay, I got the key. It's closed. It's on quarantine, girl. Not only this, I'm not only in the house. Everything is on quarantine right now. Okay.
I bet you when this COVID-19 is over, I bet you're going to be one of the best to deal with.
Ooh, you better watch out.
I bet you're a rough old lady. I bet what you did on Mother's Day on Facebook, I bet you more than that. I bet Hattie Mae Bakerman is a hot old woman.
Hattie Mae Baker's more than that. I love thy neighbor. I treat people as I want to be treated. I love people. No matter what color they is, black, white. I grew up in a town, with Valley Springs, Mississippi. We had some racial issues going on. It was heated and everything. But Chicago didn't have all the stuff going on in them down south states, and Martin Luther King. Woo, that's another set. I have a dream Woo, he was another good-looking man. Ooh, I used to love to get in front of that black and white TV and listen to him. Ooh, do a Dane and establish. Ooh, man, 5 score years ago, a great American sound, the Emancipation Proclamation. Ooh, that man was such a and Malcolm. Ooh, by any means necessary, by any means necessary. Ooh, he had that gold tee. These gold tees they run in the family on my father's side. So please excuse me. I did trim it down for Mother's Day. However,
y'all women in the Bakerman side is just hairy women, huh?
oh yeah, the Bakermen, patty cake Bakermans. Yes, yes. I believe back in the day we were owners. I believe that our slave owners are my great grandmother who was a slave. No, was it my great? Yeah, three. She was born into slavery, and she had a first name. But matter of fact, I was named after her. She had a first name, but it was a time in history where they started giving us last names, and the slave owners either named us whatever their professions was. Like if there was bakers, they Bakerman, a shoesmith, cherry picker, appleberry, different last names based on what
Okay.
their occupations were. So back in the day, there we were owned by Bakermen, and that's where that name come from. So it is the name that I go by. A lot of people want to argue. I had somebody argue with me. Told me to call myself Hattie X or Hattie Ali and all that stuff. I mean, we all serve the same God. We just take different routes to get to heaven. That's all. We all serve the same God. Allah is Jehovah. It's God.
You
Amen.
say no matter what they call him, he's the same God, huh?
Same God. Same God.
Okay.
Definitely. Yes. So,
Hey,
you know.
Hattie Mae, is
Mhm.
there anything that you want to leave your audience with? Do you want to leave them with a song? Because you know you can sing, girl.
Girl.
So you listen. You got 15 minutes if you want to leave
hmm
a song. If you got something coming up, because you know we're gonna have you come back.
Ooh, girl, you done open up the door to some things, girl.
Hey,
You know.
listen, Hattie Mae, listen. You know I just can't
hmm
invite you on here just
Yeah, I'm just. Oh, thank you. I'm just lounging around today. I got my house coat on, and just had to put my hair down and everything. Didn't want to wear. I was thinking about wearing a hat like I had on Mother's Day, but I decided to just let you see me in my comfort zone, and that's what I want to tell some of the ladies this during this quarantine time. You can't get to the beauty shop, right? You can't get
I
to the beauty shop, right? So do the best you can in the house and let a man see you with the hair on your face. Let a man see you in your natural. Let the man see you how you look when you wake up after you marry him and 10 years pass by. And he turn over and look at you. You wasn't the lady in the club that I walked up to. But you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like a reverse psychology. Use some reverse and if he care about you and like you and everything, that means that he fell in love with you and your personality before he fell in love with the beauty. Now this quarantine, I'm telling everybody they need to bring something out of it. Don't go in this quarantine and come out with nothing. Learn something. Learn yourself. Get closer to yourself. Get closer to God. Get closer to whatever you tried to get close to prior to the quarantine situation. Don't although it's a negative situation, it's a situation where we all have to come together and get through this together. But come out of this. I say come out of this with something. Teach yourself something. Learn something. And you, like I said, you ladies, the reverse psychology situation. Go to the store with a scarf, looking like I'm looking. Go to the store looking like I'm looking. With your hair wrapped up, no fingernail polish, maybe a little lipstick, no makeup, and let them appreciate you for you. And don't shave. Let them appreciate for you, and then let them get a chance to see how you look when you step out. You feel me? Katie, you there, girl?
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
here, but I
Katie.
just wanted you to have your say.
Oh, well, I really appreciate that. Yeah. I should
One
have, man,
thing,
you know what?
hmm.
If you did that, if I'd known you were doing that, I could have had my speeches and all kind of stuff ready for the people,
Well, I
but
wanted,
I'm
I just wanted, I knew you was gonna talk to them. Like you said, hey, they can't get
mm-hmm,
they can't get them nails no more. They can't go to the
mm-hmm.
get their hair done. I just wanted you to tell
You
them
can't
like
do
this.
none of that. And don't right, and don't be in a hurry to get out there to do those things. Mean, what I'm gonna do before I really get the going back out and doing with the I'm gonna just sit and watch and wait and see what happens when they start opening things up and see if the coast is clear. I'm that one that's gonna be, I don't know if it was a song with Biggie Smalls. As soon as he buy that wine, I just sneak up from behind. So as soon as y'all buy that wine, I'm gonna be the one that's sneaking up from behind. If that means anything to somebody. So I'll be watching to see what happens, see how many spikes, how much we spike up before I get out. So I'm in the meantime, I'm be in this house coat, relaxing, watching television, watching all the men's on these news channels, CNN and ABCs and 123s, listening to my music, D'Angelo and some, so what? R. Kelly has been arrested, but he's still the king of R&B to me.
All right now.
Oh, Bobby Brown, it's my prerogative. All they got songs. Everybody got something that I like. I take a little bit of something for everyone from everyone. That's why that's why people put together their own soundtracks or their own soundtracks of their life. And it's songs that make you relate, make you ask yourself, where were you when this came out? So it's going to be a whole lot of conversations coming out. Of course, Corona babies and stories that you're going to tell your children for years to come. I just hope the next time we be prepared and don't be ignoring things when you get the message from somebody, that tells you to close the country down, close it down. I don't need you saying, "Oh, coronavirus is nothing. It'll pass. It's not serious." Shut up and close the country and then talk later. A lot of this could have been avoided, Katie.
One more question. I gotta ask you this before we leave. We got 9 minutes. Lori
Mm-hmm.
Life. Lori Life. What you think about
Lori, my hero, my hero. Mm-hmm. What you want to know about Lori?
I just wanted to know what you think about it. I think she wasn't bad. You know what?
Yeah, shut your mouth. Oh, yes, she is. You know what? At first, and a matter of fact, I did vote for Lori because I forgot who the other candidates was at the time.
Oh, she was. She whooped up one by landslide. Her name
Yeah,
is Winkle.
oh, yeah. Oh, Periwinkle.
Oh, yeah.
The
I
same lady who tried to charge me extra for my Kool-Aid. Tried to
yeah.
charge me extra for my Gatorade,
Sure.
for my pop, for my ginger beer. See this? This is my ginger beer.
Okay.
My ginger beer. To charge me extra. Come on,
Absolutely.
because it had sugar in it. I did not trust her. So Lori was the smartest one, and then the way she answered them questions and the way she just sound. Okay. I got the key.
Hey,
But anyway, she's doing a good job. It's been a year on the job. She had some difficult situations that she had to deal with, people, and going against what she's trying to do with the lake fronts and all the stuff. I'm with her 100%. And if we voted again for the mayor tomorrow, she'd get my vote.
I know that's right. I know that's.
Yeah. But I better not find out she was in some barber shop before she. Never mind.
Oh, Mama Hattie Mae.
You better get that home kit out and cut your hair yourself, Lori. Don't tell me I can't go to the barber shop or the beauty shop and nothing like that, and I find out you.
Oh,
I don't want to go on, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Mama Hattie Mae. Shame on you. I don't believe you talked about
Make
the
me lose my religion. Make me lose my religion.
mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Hmm. I don't
Oh,
play that. I don't play that.
all right.
Definitely. But yes, like I said, I'm glad that you discovered me on that Facebook thing. I had just got on that thing 2 or 3 days before my granddaughter. She just, Grandma, you should do that, Grandma. You. I'm like, get away from me talking about that. But I decided to get on, and I decided to marinate the mothers. I may do something for Father's Day too. Don't be surprised.
I will be
Fathers
in.
need to be honored too.
I will be inviting you back next month in June.
Amen. Amen.
Invite you back next month in June because I want you to come on and give some advice to the men. Or
Yes,
fathers,
I would love to do that. I would
learn
love to do that.
so they can learn how to treat some women.
Yes, and we do. Ladies really know. Really, we need to be treated. That's in order to get more out of us. You got to treat us right. You got to love us. That
That's right.
that's it's an automatic thing. That's how women were made. We get treated right. We get treated with love, and you take care of us and protect us. There's no limit to the love that we can give.
Ooh, tell them, Mama Hattie
No
Mae.
limit. 50 cents.
All right, listen, everybody. You have been entertained by Mama Hattie Mae Bakerman herself. You will catch her again in June. Catch me on Tuesday. I believe will be May 20. Tuesday will be May 26th at 4:45 when I will get the opportunity to sit down with none other than Chris Bass. It's going
Woo!
to be all about the BASE right here on Facebook Live.
Ooh, I'm gonna be checking you out.
Hey,
Mm.
we are a part of intellectualradio.com, an iHeart radio station with over 70 shows, 70 to 150 hosts and co-hosts, streaming 24/7 on your smart device with internet access. And you know that right now we are sheltered in place. So therefore, you are getting us on Facebook Live. What a treat. My
Stay home,
mama,
stay safe.
Mama Hattie Mae Bakerman. Hey, much love to you, girl. Love you so
Mm.
much.
Katie,
Um,
God bless you and thank you so much. I really love your show. Now that I'm a part of it, I'm definitely going to be tuning in to you and everything. And all your listeners and everybody out there, Mama Hattie Mae loves you, each and every one of you. And I'm going to put y'all on my prayer list. I'm put everybody on my prayer list too and pray for everybody and be real careful about them babies. Don't try not to have no babies during this COVID situation because you don't want to be, all pregnated and all that stuff during these times that we're in.
okay. So listen, you all will hear from Mama Hattie Mae because I'm inviting her back in June so she could give the men some advice on how to treat a woman.
Oh
And
yes.
until then, we're gonna say good night.
Good night.
Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Love you, Mama Hattie
Love you, girl.
Mae.